Well, good morning and welcome to Herman University, a special edition this morning of just explaining a little bit about some of the custom cues that I have with the Super Billiard Expo coming up, and everybody wants to be wheeling and dealing. They're going to be able to maybe make some deals with some of the stuff that I have. I won't have a booth there, and I don't go in there with intentions to sell a cue or make any deals, because that's why people rent the booths there. And the last thing I want to be doing is trying to move a product without having a booth, without having paid for it, and that's just not something I would do in respect to Allen Hopkins and all of the booth vendors there that have paid quite a bit of money to display and sell their goods. So I'm doing a show today because I want to give an opportunity for people that do have booths and vendors to grab these cues and sell them down there and make them available to the public. Well, anyhow, let's take a look at what we got. First thing I see is this particular cue right here is the Carmelli. I don't know if you can get a really good view. What I need to do is put this so that I can see whether you're getting a good view of this. Most likely not if I don't put that light on the camera. Let's see what we got here. I don't like it for the most part, but this is about as good as I can get on it. It's got an ivory joint, then you come to the collar and it's got ivory, diamonds, and sterling. It's got 3 veneers, or is it 3 veneers? It looks like 1, 2, 3 veneers over Amboino, all high-low 6-pointers. And in between the prong, 3, let me see, 3, really interesting. How many prongs are there? 3, 6, and then you got 3, 6, so this should only be, let's take a look at this. This could be a little bit more than I thought. I don't know. 3, 6, let me see. 3, 6. This is actually an 8-point. I miscalculated. It's an 8-point Amboino. Yeah, I was saying it's an 8-point Amboino, and in between there is four large ivory diamonds with sterling silver gun sights on top of the ivory diamonds. Again, the sterling and ivory collars, the smooth leather wrap, again the sterling with ivory collar, the sterling with ivory diamonds inside, and then at the bottom, very extensive silver work, 3 above, 3 below. There's 8 diamonds on the bottom. That's for each point. Inside, 4 of the diamonds are boxed with nice sterling detail. It's got an ivory butt cap as well. Just a fabulous, fabulous cue. I'm going to have to change. This is on eBay as a 6-pointer, but it's not a 6-pointer. It's an 8-pointer. The shafts are very, very nice. They look to be, let's get a measurement on them. They look to be around 13 on the shafts, but they could be, they're actually a little bit over 13. They're full 13 on this shaft anyhow. And this particular other shaft is also around a full 13. These are 2 full 13 shafts. Now, that's the Carmelli. This particular cue, in my opinion, can draw a market value of well into the $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 range, maybe even higher, 75 to 10,000. Boy, down the road, we don't know what a cue like this will bring, but it is stunning, that's for sure. That there is available for under $4,000. Although we may think that's a high price, it's a starting place. We're putting this away. It's got joint protectors as well. We come over here and we have the James White, stunning Purple Heart. Looks like Palfero, a brownish no-wrap cue. It's a 6-point high-low, that's for sure. It's got 1, 2, 3 veneers over Purple Heart, prongs into Palfero forearm, stunning. It's got a 3/8 11 pin, which is southwest pin. It's got the southwest collar on the bottom of the butt. It is also signed by Jimmy White. It brings down the 3 veneers into the ring work, and also the similar southwest collar work, and again the 3 veneers. This particular cue, no wrap cue, very, very desirable. And also from the playability stand, this also has the 3 veneers at the collar, the similar southwest 3/8 11 pin. And this particular cue has ivory ferrules. I can't really identify with the brand new tip that's on there, but it's certainly full. Let's take a look at the measurements on the shaft, and we go into the 13 again, full 13 again. That's because this cue is very lightly used. You can always bring a shaft down, but you can't put it back up. So 13, full 13s on these. Full 13s on both shafts, and both have ivory ferrules. Just a stunning cue. Now this cue here would be over $2,000 with ivory ferrules. This cue here, we're only looking for $1,500. A terrific value. Here I have an OB, brand new OB1 shaft. It's a 3/8 10. It's got all the labels still on it. Comes with the dashes, the silver dashes. And I also have a 1x1 case. It's a hard case. I'm going to throw this in. It's got a bag, a pocket, and it's got also a shoulder strap, which can be removed, both of these. But I'm going to throw the case in. I think it has very nice value, the case actually. Or you can buy it separately, the shaft for $150. The case, $25. And we've got a Lucasi LHF 56, and this is a limited edition. This is the 43rd of 50 made. It has a hairline crack from me breaking with it. But I used to play with this cue. It's terrific. Comes with a unilock. This cue retails around $1,200. Very, very top of the line. Lucasi, one of the best they've ever made, in my opinion. Looks wise, stunning. As you can see, it's really stunning. And this cue here, $500 as is, would get this. That's less than half price. And the butt's in excellent condition, so if you have a unilock Predator or another kind of shaft unilock, it'll fit right on and you'll have yourself one heck of a nice cue. Valuable cue, but a beauty. The more I think about this case, the more I'm going to need it. I may throw the case in with the Lucasi for $500 because of the ferrule having that little hairline. I didn't get the measurements on the shaft. That's something I could do. On the shaft, we've got, again, full 13 on the Lucasi. Full 13 on the Lucasi. That's interesting. Very interesting. Now we got over here Steve Miserak, the old Brunswick case, but this one here holds 2 cues. It's a really bigger case than normal. There's your Brunswick name and also Steve Miserak's tag from when he lived in New Jersey. This goes back to the 60s. I don't know if it's got a date on it. I've never taken the tag out. It says Woodridge, New Jersey, 247 Main Street. I never took the tag out. The tag seems to be in there in such a way that you wouldn't want to take it out at all anyhow, but just a little bit, but I don't want to tear it or anything. But yeah, that's Steve Miserak's case for sure. Came right from Steve, way prior to his passing. In this case, also a cue that came way prior to his passing is a Schrager that was made for Steve. A really outstanding cue. A yellow micarta ferrule. Whoops. Gotta be careful when you put these in and take them out. This case here made in the 60s, of course. This cue, stunning. Absolutely stunning. This Schrager comes with the yellow micarta ferrules here and the yellow micarta joint. Also comes with this huge pin. Reminds me of Martin cues back in the days. Comes with, I'm going to guess that this here is also yellow micarta, but it looks like ivory. It's a tough call. There's definitely yellow micarta up here, but down here and in the A-ring here, I'm thinking that it's ivory. As well, Steve Miserak's name is engraved in here, and it appears to be ivory on the bottom, and it's quite a bit of ivory on the bottom of the cue. It also comes with a cork wrap, and the wrap is sitting on perfect. It's absolutely stunning. I don't know if it's a 3/8 10 pin on this Schrager or not, but you know one way we can find out is by getting this OB1. That's an older OB1 shaft, and trying to put it on this 3/8 10 pin and see if it is. Now this is a very long pin. I don't know if this shaft will go all the way in because the pin is so long. Yet it fits perfect. Oh man, fit right on there, so you know it's a 3/8 10, that's for sure. And I don't know, we'd have to take a look at this. I can't really call it. I wouldn't call it dead straight, but I've seen worse. I've seen better. I've seen worse, you know. Interesting. Very, very interesting. That this cork wrap cue, I might send this, OB with this cue because it's made in the 60s. I don't know. Feels pretty good. Sounds pretty good. Let's see. Yeah, interesting. It's a little overlapping at the joint, but that can easily be taken care of. The way it's hitting is how it's going to matter. As far as the hit, it feels pretty, you can hear it's quiet, very quiet. The yellow micarta joint here is really interesting. This is the Schrager, made in the 60s with a 3/8 10 pin. Very, very interesting. I think this in the hands of the right person is a masterpiece. And of course this has Steve Miserak's name engraved in it in ivory. So, but I gotta tell you, you can hear it just sounds great. I might keep this OB on there, but like I said, it's a little overlap. Quite a long 3/8 10 pin as well. It wouldn't surprise me to see some dust come out of here. I don't think the pins, yeah, a little bit actually did come out. But these are the original shafts, and both of them we'll get a measurement on and find out what the millimeter is on this. This is a 59-inch cue. Miserak liked to play with a longer cue. Full 13 on this shaft. This is a 59-inch cue with this shaft. Sitting perfect at the joint. Let's see what this sounds like. You can hear a little bit of a difference, much harder sound. Much harder. That's the yellow micarta ferrules. Much harder. And much stiffer. Look at how beautiful this is. Oh, it's a hell of a cue. It's a hell of a cue because of the cork wrap feels just outstanding. You can see how nice the line is on this. Let's check it out. Very nice. Well, anyhow, that is it on those beauties. Absolute beauties. I own all of these cues. There's no middle guys involved. And I can give them away for nothing if I want, but I ain't going to do that. This particular cue here, I would think should get around $5,000, to be honest with you. Although it's not getting it, I would like to see it get, you know, something like $5 grand, but it's not getting that money, so the price on this particular cue would be under $2,000. I'd like to say $1,600 is what I had it on for, $1,600, but the case was up for $1,200, which brings this package to just under $3,000. This package can be bought for $2,000. $2,000. The case alone, I think, is worth $2,000, and I think the cue can bring as much as $5,000, and who knows how much higher. As we know, the yellow micarta ferrule was the old Kirschenbrock cues, and is now extinct. There are no more yellow Mikado, which used to be made by Westinghouse. And of course I play with the Carmelli. This particular cue is all ivory. Ivory points, ivory prongs, ivory joint, ivory ferrule. Let's see what the measurements are on this particular cue. And let's see if it can get in on 13. Yes. So this one here is actually a little under 13. It's got a longer taper, which is very helpful. So that's the cue show. And the price on that particular well, the Carmelli with the ivory isn't really for sale until I give up on the cue. But the cue plays so good. I've become a big fan of Carmelli, and it's just been outstanding. So if you want to get a hold of me and have an interest in the cues and want to make a deal, Marty Herman at msn.com, or you can catch me on Facebook or on my show right here, and leave me a message in the chat, and we'll get right back to you. We always accept trades. Of course, we don't like to trade down, and we don't like production cues. So if you got something special and you think you want to move into one of my cues and cases, we'll talk about it. So thank you so much, and hit 'em well.